What if there was a new blockchain that gave you the full power of Ethereum style smart contracts, but with super fast transactions, low and predictable fees, and a complete set of easy to use tools that are built right into the ecosystem? That's exactly what ClubMos is delivering as a next generation EVM-compatible Layer-1 blockchain and a full Web3 infrastructure ecosystem. Now, ClubMos is built specifically for Web3, artificial intelligence, DeFi, smart contracts, and digital assets. It focuses on real-world utility with fast transaction speed and low predictable fees that make it far more practical than Ethereum for everyday use and scalable infrastructure. Now, it runs on the enhanced delegated proof of stake consensus mechanism. In simple terms, token holders stake their CMX tokens to vote for validators, who then take turns producing blocks in a rotating schedule. This setup delivers faster block times, much lower energy consumption, predictable finality, and real community governance while keeping the network decentralized and scalable. And because it's fully EVM compatible, developers can deploy existing Ethereum smart contracts with minimal or almost no changes using familiar tools. Now, ClubMos enables smart contract programmability. So we have decentralized applications or dApps, we have standard token creation, we have staking, we have governance, and we have native ecosystem services all in one place. So in this video, we're going to explore the key parts of the ClubMos ecosystem. So we're going to talk about the official blockchain explorer, the MOSSCAN. We're going to take a look at the native decentralized exchange SWAPMOS. We're going to take a look at their Web3 wallet, that is TOKOMASK. We're going to talk about their one-click toolkit, that is the TOKOCLICK. And we're going to talk about the TOKOPAY for payments. We'll also cover the native CMX coin in detail. We're going to talk about the live pre-sale and the bigger ecosystem vision. Now, the entire ecosystem is powered by the CMX token, the native coin of ClubMos. It acts as the utility, governance, and also ecosystem asset that powers transactions, staking, participation, and growth. Now, the pre-sale for the CMX is already live, and I have made a separate dedicated video on it that you can find linked in the description. Now, ClubMos has already announced more than 20 ecosystem projects with 21 additional products that are currently under development. Now, a really important part of this design is that around 20% of the revenue that is generated from these ecosystem products, it is set aside to support ClubMos growth and also strengthen the native CMX liquidity. Now, just like how the biggest cryptocurrencies today are driven by the native coins, of their blockchain, CMX is positioned to benefit directly from all this real utility and expansion. So let's start with the foundation. That is the ClubMos blockchain in itself. So we're going to take a look at their website as well. Now, this is designed, as I said before, a high-performance EVM layer 1 with around 3-second block times and low stable gas fees. Now, this makes it really ideal for developers who are building dApps, DeFi protocols, or digital asset projects without worrying about the high cost or congestion that you often see elsewhere, like in Ethereum. And the modular architecture, it supports everything from simple token transfers to complex smart contracts, and also the AI-assisted elements that help with the network security and optimization. Now, it is built to feel seamless whether you are a developer or you are a user or someone who is just getting into Web3. Now, to see everything happening on the network in real time, there's the MOSSCAN. That is the official blockchain explorer, like we have Etherscan and the BSCan. Now, it gives you complete visibility into transactions as they happen. It lets you track wallets and addresses. You can verify smart contracts on chain. You can access detailed validator and also overall blockchain analytics. It's the, in a way, transparent window into the entire ClubMos network. So anyone can follow activity. They can check the contract code, or they can monitor the network health easily. Now, when it comes to trading and liquidity, we have SWAPMOS. that serves as the native decentralized exchange or DEX on the ClubMos. Now it lets users perform decentralized token swaps directly on the network with low fees and fast confirmations. It builds out a liquidity ecosystem and it includes multi-chain support, which makes it straightforward to trade assets and move value within and across compatible chains. Now, managing your assets and interacting with the ecosystem is handled through TOKOMASK, which is ClubMos's own Web3 wallet. Now, it's built as a multi-chain wallet that connects smoothly to dApps across the network and beyond. It provides advanced Web3 access features, and it is positioned as a next generation wallet experience that feels intuitive and secure, whether you are holding assets or you're staking or you're using applications. Now, if you want to launch your own project quickly without needing to code everything from scratch, TOKOCLICK is the one-click Web3 toolkit. You can create tokens instantly, you can launch pre-sales, you can add liquidity, and you can set up the basic infrastructure. You can do all of this through a simple interface. It is designed as a Web3 launch infrastructure that removes technical barriers as more people can participate and they can build. And I have actually made a separate video that goes deeper into TOKOCLICK, and we actually used TOKOCLICK to launch our own token, of course for testing only. So you'll find the link for that video in the description. Now, for bringing crypto into real world payments and enterprise use, there's TOKOPAY. It offers payment and wallet infrastructure, including wallet as a service, crypto payment solutions, multi-chain payment APIs, and tools that are tailored for enterprise blockchain payments. Now, this makes it really easier for businesses and projects to integrate crypto payment smoothly as they're, into their operations. Now, at the center of everything is the CMX, that is the native coin of the ClubMos ecosystem. This is the utility token that powers transactions, it enables governance, it enables participation, and it supports staking and validator operations, and it drives overall ecosystem activity. Now, the tokenomics are structured for long-term sustainability with an initial supply of 100 million CMX. You can check the details from their documents. Now, allocations include 50% for the public sale, then we have 10% each for rewards, community and ecosystem growth, and the team. Plus, we have 8% for liquidity, 5% for treasury, and smaller portions for advisors, marketing, and CSR. Now, releases are controlled through vesting schedules, cliff periods, linear unlocks, and multi-signature wallets to prevent sudden supply shocks, and it supports steady growth. Now, liquidity is prioritized early with dedicated allocation to create market depth and reduce volatility, while the community and treasury portions fund partnerships, grants, and listings and development. Now, the pre-sale is already live with a focus on building this sustainable model and strong liquidity foundation from the start. Now, when you look at the full picture of this entire blockchain, ClubMos brings together the core blockchain with MOSSCAN, SWAPMOS, TOKOMASK, TOKOCLICK, TOKOPAY, and many more tools into one connected ecosystem. And there are already over 20 announced projects and 21 more products in development. Now, this kind of ongoing expansion is what drives real long-term growth. Now, the built-in revenue model, where around 20% of ecosystem product revenue supports further development and CMX liquidity, it creates a self-reinforcing loop that benefits users and token holders alike. Now, for everyday users, this means faster and cheaper transactions, easy access to dApp and tools, and a smoother on-ramp into Web3 without the usual friction. Now, for token holders, CMX gives you direct exposure to a growing ecosystem with real utility, governance rights, and staking rewards. The same way native coins power value in the top cryptocurrencies today. So ClubMos is building something practical and complete. It's not just another ordinary chain. So if you're interested in the pre-sale or you want to explore TOKOCLICK further, you can check out the links in the description. I'm also going to give you guys the links that are for the ClubMos Blockchain and all of their products that we just discussed. And I'm going to include my videos that I have made on ClubMos, on their pre-sale, on the TOKOCLICK, and that will be in the description. And you can decide from there to, how you want to involve yourself in the project. I think this blockchain, I think this token has strong value propositions, because if you open up the coin market cap and you take a look at the top 100 coins in terms of market cap, you will notice that almost 70%, or I would say almost 80% of these coins are native tokens of layer 1 blockchains. Now, the reason why these tokens ends up in a higher valuation is because they have high demand, because it's a whole blockchain ecosystem. They're used for governance, for staking, for gas fees. They have a high, they usually end up with a higher demand, and higher demand equals higher value. So investors feels more safe into investing in these tokens. And usually we have seen these tokens do 100x, 1000x, especially if you become part of it from, in early stages, where the project, where the blockchain and its token is undiscovered. And that is that is a value proposition that we have in in the ClubMos blockchain, because right now it is undiscovered, and it's, as we can see, it is developing a full-fledged blockchain, and it is solving the problems that we currently have in the current blockchains. That is, the high fees and unpredictable fees and congestion. So when this, when we get the mainnet, obviously we're going to get more products, not just that we already have in development in the pipeline, but also other, developers and builders from other blockchains. They will have the option to scale their products, scale their applications into this blockchain, or develop dedicated dApps into this. Within those dApps, that will attract more users. More users will bring in more demand for the CMX token, because this token is used for gas, this token is used for staking, this token is used for governance. It's used for almost everything that you want to do in this blockchain. That will create fresh demand for the token, and this demand will equal higher valuation, and that is what we want to go for. So I think that's why that's why you should consider looking into ClubMos, because this is a blockchain that is developing and it's offering something that people want, and we have the option and opportunity to get into this project before everyone else does. So again, all the links will be in the description. You can check everything out for yourself. I'm going to share the link to the website, to all these different products, to their documents, so you can learn more about it from there. And if you are confused about something, if you want to ask something, you can do that in the comment section. And yeah, this is all of you guys in this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video shortly. So stay tuned.